All right, and then I just get all dressed and ready. But during breakfast, like, I called home. I actually talked to a friend from college and stuff for a little bit, so that was fun. So usually I would like do some editing, do my little phone calls, get the like YouTube video all good for the day. Sometimes I need to clean up stuff, put laundry in, do dishes, something like that. But just some sort of like accomplish something within that time, and then get dressed and ready. So I'm currently wearing my Imagineering shirt from my friend, who I want to give a shout out. Thank you so much for picking it up over in California for me. And today's the perfect day to wear it, because today is actually the Parks Day panel for D23. So the live stream is going to be starting here soon. So I thought, I start at 6:15 today. Why don't I go to Epcot, because that's the park that has the most Imagineering touches to it at the current moment. They're probably there working on it right now. Why don't I go watch the live stream at Epcot? And there's also another video that you will see probably next week or on a bonus Saturday. Be sure to subscribe. I post videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays and bonus videos on Saturdays. You don't want to miss that. We're getting very close to 20K, which is very, very exciting, and I very, very much appreciate it. So this video that I'm going to film is going to be an Epcot overview. So if you've never been to Epcot before, if you haven't been in many years, or you're just a merchandise collector as well, this will be a very good video for you to tune into, because I'm gonna just go into Epcot and be like, over inside of Epcot towards the right is gonna be the Seas with Nemo and Friends, which is I'll describe the attraction in case you have any like sensitivities, like different like light and stuff you want to know about. If you want to know if it goes upside down, I'll like just briefly describe the attraction, obviously not spoiling anything, but just the attraction. And then we'll check out the gift shop, and I'll just briefly show this is where you're going to find all of your like Finding Nemo plushies, Finding Dory plushies. They do have some pins in there, they do have a pin board in there, just so you know. And obviously stuff changes in the parks fairly frequently, but this will be a very, very general overview that will be good for the next few years. Obviously the section in Epcot that's currently under construction won't really count for, but generally speaking this will be an Epcot overview for the next few years if you're kind of looking for certain things, kind of where they'll be available, and then generally just kind of a tour around Epcot. If you, for example, only have like 2 days here in Orlando and you want to do 2 of the Disney parks, maybe this little video series would help you determine which parks would be most worth it for you, or which parks that you would like to go to. So I thought this would be a really good series just to kind of inform some people. You know, it is kind of overwhelming. There are 4 theme parks in Disney World, so I know that can be kind of like, which one do I go to? It's kind of crazy, and I can explain how they connect and how you could get from one to the other, all of that stuff. So hopefully you find that series very interesting. I'll have a whole playlist set up for it, and I'll link it down below. That way, as I update the playlist, you can check them out right down here. So that's just super brief. Day in the morning in the life. It changes every single day, and I'm going to be doing more day in the life videos here now that I'm finally adjusted in time. But as I said, now I'm going to Epcot. It's currently almost 11:30. I'm trying to get to Epcot by noon. I'll be there for like 3 hours or so, and I'll give all of you updates about the stuff announced here at D23 and kind of my thoughts about it. And I'll film that other Epcot video and we will hang out. So this will kind of be like a little 2-part day. You will see mainly my Epcot day in that overview video, but this is just going to be a little day in the life kind of before work. Now as I jump in the car and head over to Epcot, which is probably like 10-15 minutes away, I'm going to insert here some footage from Disney's Yacht Club Resort, because I actually stayed there like 2 weeks ago now, and I filmed just a little room tour on my phone. I was there with some friends and stuff, so that was right before they arrived, and I thought I'd just share a little brief overview of the Yacht Club, just so you can see another one of the resorts that I've stayed at. I'm still on the lookout for a Yacht Club pin and for an Animal Kingdom Lodge Disney pin, so I've been checking lots of just random pin stores just to see if one pops up here, hopefully while I'm still here, because that's something that I do pick up from every resort. But anyway, here is the footage from the Yacht Club. Alright, so I'm currently in my room here at the Yacht Club, and I figured I'd give you just a quick tour, because why not? I was just at Epcot, so apologies for that. I just rode Guardians for my 7th time, and I got I Ran, which is very interesting because that's the first song I got. So technically I don't know how the mixtape is technically in order, but at least the order that I got them in, I'm now like on a repeat from before. So I have all 6 songs. This is my 7th time, and I got the first song that I got the first time. So like I'm on a loop basically. I don't know. That aside, let's check out this room here at the Yacht Club. I love this wide angle lens for these room tour videos because I can do a nice shot here down the hallway. So many of you may know this resort as the Yacht and Beach Club, but just know that they are 2 separate resorts. They're just very, very close together. They're basically connected. You can share pools, dining, all of that fun stuff. So right when we come in this door here, we have lots of kind of random light switches all around, and something very interesting. There are 2 closets, which is kind of interesting. Once again, we got ironing board, little kind of luggage rack, all that fun stuff, hangers, iron as well. Very fancy little doorknobs here. We come on this other side, we have the safe, more hangers, lots of storage, which is very good if you're here for a longer period of time. Kind of keep things out of the way, kind of share, you know, one person's things can be here, others can be there, you know, however you want to divvy it up. Also have a nice full length mirror. Check your outfit before you head out the door. And then just a quick little overview here of the bathroom. You do get lots of the little H2O products for this particular room. Of course, you know, you got towels, 1 sink. It is actually quite tight here. When you open the door, it just barely misses. Look at that. So this is a very, very small bathroom compared to all the other resorts I've stayed at so far in my whole college program. There are quite a few lights in here. It does get, ooh, look at that, very, very bright. Got these lights, got mirror lights as well. Also have a little makeup mirror, 2. Lots of random storage here. This does not open up, but as you can see, there's hair dryer, towels, 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 all that fun stuff. And then pretty standard, just sliding shower, more of those H2O items. Have the new fancy drain, and then also 2 little shower heads there, a little rainfall and handheld. And of course you got the little clothes dryer there. Hooks on the back of the door. Not very many hooks, just those ones, I believe. If we head back out here, of course we have some kind of like beachy sailing type artwork for the Yacht Club. Pretty blank wall here. I'm kind of surprised there's not more art on this side. But then we have this light switch kind of for the center of the room. Super bright, as you can see. Very, very fancy. And we come on in here, we have the table. Very big table with some storage there underneath. Nothing really too fancy over here, except for, look at this little kind of coffee bar station over here. You have the Keurig 50th anniversary K-cups, some extra little cups here. Also have that mini fridge down there, and just know that it has some kind of special information there. No, a lot of the Disney resorts have that now. So if you're coming, just know that's what you need. That's what you need. Also just have some, nothing down there. All right, just a little sink area here. And back it up there. Just in case you need to rinse out some cups, get a little ice bucket, have a little party. Nice little hangout area. We have a pull-out couch. Pretty big as well. I believe it's the same size as the bed. And then we got some more kind of sailing ship artwork there. And look, a little hidden Mickey. Also, little 71. Look at that. So classy. We love those details. And then down here, just lots of open space. There are connecting doors. I'd say this is like a pretty spacious room. Like, you feel like you could hang out here, kind of have people over if you need to kind of just have like some families kind of hang out in between the rooms here. Pretty big desk area. Looks very kind of like nautical sailing-ish. I have my stuff all over the place. I actually just bought the Spaceship Earth cookie jar, so that's what that is. A nice little fun lamp here. Lots of USBs and plugs here on the desk, both sides, actually. Got more mirrors, lots of those around. Very, helps brighten up the room a little bit. And then over here, we got lots and lots of drawers. And it also looks like extra pillows and blankets down there. Very nice. Of course, we have remote, more USBs, plugs up there, so you can charge all your things. I just put on Happily Ever After because I thought it was sad. And then we go do a quick little U-turn, little spin around here. Got all that area down here. Got little end tables. I don't see any USBs here by the bed, unfortunately. So it looks like they're all over on the other side. But we do have individual lights here for these above. And then there's also the little reading lights too, which I think are really fun. Very nice bed. Also a little hidden Mickey there. So cute. And then on this side, we have more of the kind of nautical design. Of course, little phone. There are USBs and plugs on that side, which is kind of interesting. And then it looks like we got some constellations. When you're out sailing the seas, you want to look up and admire the stars. It's kind of cool design, pretty subtle, but matches very nice. Got lots of patterns in here, but it goes together pretty well. Also have another little kind of hidden shade to keep some of that bright sun out. And in the morning, I'll go out on the balcony and I'll insert that footage now. We are on the first floor, so we may have some fun little creatures come up and say hello to us, but we do have some little chairs, little table, kind of little divider in between the rooms, so you can kind of hear the other people a little bit. And we have a view of the tennis courts, but it's a really nice way to kind of start off the morning, get a very nice view, super pretty. And yeah, so overall that's the room here at the Yacht Club. I know there's, I believe, one resort I didn't film at, and that was Animal Kingdom Lodge. I didn't kind of share my thoughts on, so I'll have to do in a future video here soon, kind of talk about my rankings of the resorts that I've stayed at so far, and I can kind of talk about all of the resorts I've stayed at so far, hoping to stay at all of them, maybe here on the college program, at least the ones that I still need to stay at is what I mean. So overall, that's it for the Yacht Club. Hope you enjoyed that little mini tour. Now back to the video. Alright, I made it to Epcot and I started filming this kind of overview video, and I'm trying not to go too in depth because there's so much that I could talk about on the parks and kind of like strategy to it, but I'm just trying to do a very general overview of like this is here and that is there. So I'm giving a lot of information in this video, which hopefully is very helpful to you, but I'm trying to like set a limit on how much in depth I go into, just because I don't want to be too overwhelming. So let me know if I did okay on that. I am gonna go do, I'm showing right now, I'm filming the stuff for World Celebration, and then I'm gonna head over to World Discovery, ride Guardians, then do a little loop, do World Nature. And on my way over, I'm gonna briefly talk about World Showcase, but I cannot go into the depth of all the countries because then that video would be way too long. So I'm just mainly describing this front area because the countries all kind of have a restaurant, a store, some sort of entertainment, and cool like photo ops within them. So that is that. So wish me luck. It's currently 12 o'clock right now. And of course, I'm gonna let you know what song I get on Guardians of the Galaxy. I got Disco Inferno, which is so sad because that is actually a song that my friend needs. That's the last song that she needs, and she was working today so she couldn't come. Oh, that is so sad, but I love this ride so much. I cannot explain it. All right, I'm almost done with the video. I've been walking around Epcot for like 3 hours, talking about everything, but it's kind of weird. I'm just sitting in front of the Moana construction wall listening to the parks panel with my Walt Disney Imagineering shirt, a Mickey pretzel, and an icy. I guess this is what you do when you're not at D23 and you would like to be an Imagineer. I should also mention as a random side note, if you saw me walking around Epcot and I had a single AirPod in, I wasn't doing it to be rude. I would still love to say hi to you. I'm just listening to the parks presentation for D23. So I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just listening to the news, but I'm still listening to my surroundings, still waving. So sorry about that. If you do see me with AirPods in, I'm not being rude. It's like I'm listening to news for the parks most likely. I was about to come over here and say hi to Goofy on his way out, but the character attendant said that Goofy has to go help Max with some math homework real quick, and then he's coming right back. He just needs to go help him before he has to turn it in today, so I thought that was very cool. So I won't be visiting them today. It's about 2:45. I need to leave Epcot by 3:30 at the very latest. I'm gonna run over here to connections like Starbucks just to get a water on the way out. I had that icy, but very hot, very thirsty, so I figured I'd get a water for the road because it's free. So thought that might be a good way to hang out and head back, because then I'm gonna go probably have another snack, get my stuff ready for work. And on the days that I go to the parks before work, I usually give myself like 2 hours or so whenever I get back to eat more of a meal, because then I just take snacks with me to work, and then I, you know, fix any makeup, hair, rinse off if I need to, change into my costume, and then I do some more like editing, writing, art stuff, cleaning up things, laundry, like whatever needs done, I just work on that until I have to leave. Then I go to work, come back, probably have another little snack, get a shower, and then off to bed. The past few nights I've been going to bed like 2 a.m. Because when my shift ends and everything, and doing all that stuff and talking with roommates and all that. So it's been a long few days. It's now the next day after that just video. So then real quick, I also wanted to share quick Disney Parks panel thoughts. Again, I do not speak for the brand of the company. These are my own little thoughts, own little updates for you. And again, I did listen to the panel yesterday, so thoughts have set in now, and I am very excited about the things that are coming, although there were some things that felt very unexpected, but are also very exciting because they're in development. And anyway, so quick news. Tiana's Bayou Adventure, we knew it was going to be opening in 2024, but will now officially be opening late 2024 at both Disneyland and Disney World. And the rest of the stuff I'm going to be talking about is just Disney World news. So that's very exciting. We also got to see a cool little model of it, lots of concept art, cool. They're talking about the effects of it, like different like lighting things they're going to do, so that was very interesting. Tron is going to be opening spring of 2023. Happily Ever After is also coming back next year. Harmonious is also getting replaced with a 100 years fireworks celebration, which will be very exciting as well. They're getting a Figment meet and greet. The Figment meet and greet is coming back actually at Epcot, so that's so cool. That's something I never got to do, so looking forward to doing that in the future. And oh yes, Haunted Mansion and Magic Kingdom is getting the Hatbox Ghost, which is so very exciting. I'm so very excited for that. And then the other two things that they talked about during the live stream, Josh Tomorrow stated that they are super still like early blue sky in discussion type things, but they're sharing this information with us to let us know that they're working on these possible ideas and working to bring these things to life. So one of my predictions for D23 this year is that they were going to announce something to replace Dino Land USA, and that is the only thing I got correct as far as my little predictions went. I didn't have any idea what they were going to change it to. I had some little thoughts and theories, but nothing that I was like very set on. I just figured they were going to be announcing something for Animal Kingdom soon, because it hasn't gotten a little update in the past few years. So as of this moment, what they announced at the parks panel is that they were going to be retheming Dino Land USA to Moana and Zootopia. Now, the concept art does look very well developed, looks good. It looks like the Moana area is going to have 2 attractions. That has like the most detail as far as the concept art on it. So I thought that was very interesting. I do see why they chose to do both of those movies. Although personally I think it is very interesting that they chose to do another Moana thing after they're already building a decent sized Moana section in Epcot. That's like personally my take on it. I am very interested in this field, so you know, I've looked into all these different things as far as like, oh, what's gonna happen. So this is just my honest thoughts on it. I do think that's very interesting. What they are building in Epcot right now for Moana is called The Way with Water, and that's gonna be opening late 2023. Now knowing that they are looking to build a Moana thing in Animal Kingdom, I think that this Way with Water, it's just a walk-through thing. I think that would have fit better in Animal Kingdom, personally. But we'll have to see as it, you know, comes to fruition, as it comes to life, because they're building that right now. I almost think that would have done better in Animal Kingdom, although it will still fit very good in Epcot. I just think it's interesting that now we're building more of a Moana land in Animal Kingdom. And then I understand why they're trying to incorporate Zootopia. We did see some cool stuff. They're doing a Zootopia themed land over in Shanghai, so I do see how they're looking to kind of replicate that over here. Although I do think it'll be very interesting to see how they incorporate Zootopia into Animal Kingdom with the aesthetics and the Animal Kingdom message. Be very, very interesting to see. And then lastly, something that I felt was just kind of random, but again, super early stages that they were talking about. They just wanted to kind of get our reaction to it and see what the public thought of this idea. They are looking to expand beyond the spires of Big Thunder Mountain in Frontierland at Magic Kingdom with an area featuring Disney villains, Encanto and Coco, that sounds like very big expansion. Love Encanto. I think it's beautiful. They can do so much with that. I do feel like that could fit in Animal Kingdom too, but I cannot wait to see what they do with that. Coco, I almost wish they would have found a way to put it in the Mexico Pavilion at Epcot, because that's looking like it needs a little update here soon too, so I'm very curious to see what they do with that. Although the area will still be very, very beautiful, I think maybe exploring it more in Epcot would be good. And as far as the villains area, that's something that has been a fan theory for a long time. Not particularly in Frontierland, but just in general, people want to see villains somewhere in the parks, which is understandable. So very, very interesting to hear that. Very interesting stuff. Again, very, very interesting. I'm excited to see what is going to come out of these concepts, out of these ideas. I'm looking forward to it, and I'd love to hear down below in the comments what you think. Again, just very, very interesting announcements, lot to discuss, lots to talk about, and lots to dream about. So there's your quick D23 kind of honest update. Not too much was announced. We still have just very general opening time frames, no specific dates of anything, but still looking forward to the future, you know, waiting for those more announcements to appear, and excited to explore these worlds that are built. So with all of that, that's a super quick day in the life. I will be doing more in this series because every day is so extremely different. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. And as always, remember to do what you love and do what makes you happy. And I will see you all next time. Bye.